I'd been meaning to investigate. His face told me that he was cold and miserable. "Wear a coat, silly," I murmured. I had inherited my mother's horror of seeing someone not dressed for the weather. The young man hesitated for a moment. He turned toward a large pine tree outside Sparkle's store, and I laughed because it looked as though he intended to walk into the tree itself, his hands plunged in his pockets, like a child entering Narnia. He turned back, his hands visible again and bereft of gloves. He was a lost soul in the snow, and briefly his eyes seemed to meet mine. "I know him," my brain said, and then he loped away, turning eventually at Wood Street. A thought lingered at the edge of my consciousness, something elusive and distant, and my Uncle Zoltan's face shimmered before me for no reason at all. I sighed, putting the boy and my uncle out of my mind. I pulled away from the curb, wondering what Erik Wolf would get me for my birthday, now that the cat was out of the bag. I really would be happy with an evening of kisses, since that was how we tended to spend our evenings anyway. My phone rang and I poked it with my right hand while I steered with my left. Then I grabbed it and put it against my right ear. "Hello?"
"Aniska," said my grandma's voice. "Did you find something good?"
She meant for tomorrow's Christmas party at the tea house. We were hosting no fewer than 14 holiday events before Christmas Day, and tomorrow's was for the employees of a local medical group. Yes, something awesome. We want to celebrate medicine, right? I found little stethoscopes that can go on cupcakes, and first aid kit business card holders. We can put the tea house cards in there, and then they can use them at work.
"Good. Your mama and I did the Christmassy part, and we'll use the white Christmas tea set with holly berries and greenery edges."
"This was supposed to be our day off, Grandma. We've got back-to-back events tomorrow."
Yes. Now we are all done. Your parents will go see a movie, and Grandpa and I will be home with Netflix. Do you want to come over? I make pulkolt and dumplings.
Sounds good. But I think Erik is coming over tonight.
Ah, the wolf. Always lurking around my little lamb.
There was laughter in her voice, though. She had come to terms with Erik Wolf's unlucky surname by reading his tea leaves and determining that he was actually a shepherd who dressed as a wolf to catch wolves. That, she said, was the nature of police work. "Yes, he lurks and I like it. Your lamb is safe if he's around."
"Yeah, okay, see you in the morning."
"I wouldn't turn down some purkolt. If you have leftovers, Erik would like that too."
"Yeah, okay, I make extra,"
she said, sounding distracted. "Grandma, are you watching TV?"
No, just a show on Netflix. Grandpa and I are on season 3. We keep trying to stop, but then something happens and we have to watch one more."
I stopped at a light, a winking red eye in the flurry of snow. "You're binge-watching, Grandma. That's what they call it, binging on Netflix."
"No, just to the end of this season, as our little treat. Then we stop and play cards or something."
I laughed. "Good luck with that. See you, Grandma. Enjoy the show." I set the phone aside and watched my own show as I drove. The beautiful snowfall that was beginning to accumulate on roofs and lawns. Riverwood donning its winter white. It was a relief to pull into my parking lot at last because the snow had made the road slick and I had already seen a couple of cars slide unexpectedly into an adjoining lane or into an intersection. No collisions, thank goodness, but a sight to make one cautious. I grabbed my packages and purse, climbed out of the car, and moved carefully toward the door. It was opened for me before I got there by my neighbor Paige and her daughter Iris, a bright 5-year-old who had become our unofficial doorman. "Hi, guys," I said. "Iris, that is one terrific sweater." It was, a bright blue number covered with white reindeer joined together by their spectacular antlers. She wore this with a tiny pair of jeans. "That looks like something from the Uva Flock children's line," I said. Paige brightened. "It is. After you told me Erik's sisters run that company, I had to get something for Iris. It looks fantastic on her. I do love their winter stuff." The two Gonzalez women, mother and daughter, looked at me expectantly. "What's going on?" I said. "Can we watch you open your package? It's just so big. We've been dreaming about what could be inside."